paper magic will survive like the heat death of the universe, and will...
Oh, it's a smuggler's copter. Would you like to crew this? And then it crashes because they don't understand arithmetic.
All your cards belong to me.
2 minutes into macing him in the eyeballs, I switched to pepper spray. He's like, it's downright refreshing. And went back to the mace.
Magic is dying. I'm done. Selling everything.
I might be a hoarder. And yes,
I don't have the crayons or glue to explain this to you right now.
What, are you gonna die twice?
Oil will be worthless before magic cards will.
well, okay, Dr. Man.
That's Mr. Dr. Professor Jason.
It is with a heavy heart that we here at Brainstorm Brewery have to break the news to you that Corbin Hostler has died of the same diarrhea that killed Lindsey Graham. He ate the doo-doo cabbage and he shit himself to death. And we're demonetized already on this episode.
Rest in pepperonis.
Corbin will never be joining the podcast again. He's moved to the great B-dubs in the sky, or maybe he's in Amsterdam. It's hard to say.
Amsterdam it. He lived a good life.
He lived an adequate life, I think. He lives as good of a life as a guy from Oklahoma can.
He doesn't listen to the podcast anyway. We can say that he lived whatever life we want. If we channel enough energy, there might be a little juice left in the Mitch McConnell tank to drain out and bring him back.
If we sacrifice Mitch McConnell ritualistically, we can bring Corbin Hostler back, you're saying?
Yeah.
Like a life for a life situation. I'd make that deal every time.
Yes.
Corbin Hostler
Life
is better than Mitch McConnell if you ask me personally.
marginally.
Only marginally.
We're all about the margins in this podcast. Hashtag MTG Finance. Hashtag B-Dubs Finance. Hashtag there's no Corbin on this episode. As you can tell, we are just the two of us, two tired vendors who just got back from their own respective events. We both led our own full booths over the weekend I was at the Excalibur CEDH / Riftbound 10K. Liz, you were at the, what is it? Legacy DMV something?
The DMV Legacy League CubeCon Pauper Genesis Triple
East
Header
Coast
Extravaganza Mid-Atlantic Judge Meetup Big Card Festapalooza.
Yeah, we did okay. My event was scarily silent for like 6 hours on Friday, and I was sweating bullets, just like the Jordan Peele meme of like, oh god, what did I do? How much money am I gonna throw away into the void? And then it turned out kind of okay. Like I could have been happier with how everything turned out, but also like didn't lose all the money on the weekend. How about you?
Around 1 o'clock on the first day of the event, I thought to myself, if I just go home now, I lose 10 G's either way. So like, what if I just go home now? And then I proceeded to buy a ton of Riftbound cards, and the event was very good. But the beginning was very slow. So, gotta stay strong in those trying times.
Yeah, events are weird. But I also was at a Riftbound thing, and I think I might be Riftbound Pilled now.
Game's good. I've been saying this.
I am holding, I should say hefting, 3 cool metal cards that I bought during the weekend. I had touched one before because you showed me the set that you bought, but like they're just so cool and the art's great. I've played a little bit of the game. I've dabbled. I'm not well versed, as we saw last week on our mini game. Clearly have a lot to learn, but that's okay.
The thing about Riftbound cards is they just look dope. Like if you're watching on YouTube right now, look at that. That's a sweet foil. Metal cards, I don't know, man. It's hard to beat that kind of stuff when it comes to just like, we sell widgets to people who want a widget. Yeah, that's a widget DJ's holding up. If you're on YouTube, you get to see a signature Origins Ari the Nine-Tailed Fox. For a $4,000 card. They're just printing those in booster packs.
Yeah, you can pay $6 for your collector boosters if you want, and open your several $1,000 card. It's crazy. You can win 0 games. Did we talk about that? The Rumble? You can win 0 games at your tournament and win a several $1,000 card.
Yeah, it's a Riftbound regional qualifiers. The top finisher with each legend receives a 1 of 9 if it's a set 1 legend, or 1 of 12 if it's a set 2 and on legend. Foil metal holographic card of their legend, and there's somebody who had a round 1 buy because they want to buy through a trial. Over the day, they had like 3 no-shows. A friend scooped to them, and they intentionally drew twice, and they ended up getting the best of a pretty bad legend. And that's like a $10,000 card that this person won, winning 0 matches of Riftbound. Now, on the other hand, you have people who I know who play terrible decks at regionals and bubble to 9th place on breakers multiple times to win their best ofs, and so it's a double-edged sword.
But that's a sword with 2 edges. How could it be bad?
I know that's right.
Yeah, I really enjoyed talking with Riftbound players about the game. I don't know. I might be pilled.
You heard it here first, folks. DJ's a pill. There is an energy to Riftbound events because it's like such a new game, and Magic players are like old and curmudgeonly. And don't get me wrong, I'm an old and curmudgeonly Magic player. When you go to a Magic event, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I lost to the Fantasticar. There's more slop in my game." You go to a Riftbound event, and someone's like, "Dude, you would not believe. I just saw that there's a Garen player at X and 1."
Corbin would thrive doing Riftbound coverage, I think.
Oh my god, yeah, he would. One of the things that's really funny.
Or sorry, would have.
He would have. Wait, yes. Rest of pepperoni is Corbin Hostler. The thing about a lot of the Riftbound coverage people is they're either league casters who are insanely good at the job, and so Corbin could never hang with them, or they're from other card games, and so they refer to Riftbound players as like duelists, which is really funny to me.
Attention, duelists. Oh, so speaking of being able to fumble your way into day 2 with doing nothing, so I am not a CEDH player, and I know that there are CEDH players listening to this podcast based on the lengthy emails I receive. If I joke about the format in any way, please don't hurt me. I'm special. But they had a system in place at this event that I want your thoughts on. They had qualifying events for point, like you were able to like play in these last chance things on Friday that would net you points in the main event.
You could play trials to get a match point, so like you didn't have to worry about tiebreakers or something.
You could get two points in your trial, and then if you won a game, if you win round 1 on Saturday, you're locked for day 2.
Yeah, so like in a CEDH event, you need like 7 match points to top 8 or something, top cut, right? Like,
I think you need 7 to day 2. I think 5 is a win, because they were talking about how they had 7 points and were locked for day 2. So that's a thing.
Listen, the thing about CEDH is that it is really structurally hard to run tournaments for it, and so there are a lot of fiddly parts and a lot of things that can go right and a lot of things that can go wrong. And you know what? If putting trials so that somebody can win 2 points before the tournament starts eliminates any amount of the like draw tiebreaker stuff, maybe it's good. I respect trying something.
I am not a TO. I don't want to speak ill or positively of it. I just thought it was interesting because I was dealing with a customer who was like sitting very happy after round 1, selling us cards like, it's 10 a.m. I'm locked for day 2. Fuck yeah. Like, woo. Just okay.
I feel good.
He's like, I'm the problem. I'm abusing the system.
But I mean, that's what CEDH is all about, right? It's about finding like the niche stuff and you know, leveraging it. It's about breaking the law. CEDH. It's about breaking the law.
The card of the weekend was Word of Season.
Is that the split second threaten?
Yes, because if your opponent plays the combo piece that goes with your combo piece that you have on board, you just win the game immediately.
That's so sick, actually. That's so sick. Wait.
It just lets you break parity. Like, if you have a high fade trickster and like a smothering tithe, and your opponent plays a smothering tithe, you just like steal their tithe and win the game immediately.
That's so sweet. Word of Season, like Split Second is a terrible mechanic, but whenever cards that come up in gameplay, it's actually cool.
It's yeah.
I lost to a Trick Bind recently in a tournament, and I thought that was neat.
Ooh, yeah. What did it counter?
I countered the triggered ability on Atraxa.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
No card draw for you.
No, I had like Force, Daze, Flusterstorm, just like the whole shebang.
We don't have Corbin for transitions, so we're gonna
Corbin, my favorite transitioner.
We're gonna have JJ just do like some abrupt car screechingly sound effect thing and switch over to a mini game that I've waited a week to play very patiently. I don't remember the name of the mini game.
Banger or Bust?
Banger or Bust might have been the top contender because it was very close to the presumably not copyrighted title that the YouTube shorts I watched were named after. But this is a game where we talk about other card games that we play. I am an ex-Yu-Gi-Oh player. Liz is a Riftbound player. I'm a future Riftbound player, also known as a Dragon Egg. And because I'm like I haven't hatched yet. I haven't like...
Yeah, same as Corbin. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And
Corbin is also an egg. Thank you.
I am going to name 5 whole Yu-Gi-Oh cards from peak Edison era. Edison is
DJ,
like...
You can't be putting your hand up like that, white baby.
What?
You can't be putting your hand up like that, white baby.
I plead the fifth.
You were sitting back in your chair and doing this.
I said that. I did this. It was like
the hand was tilted down enough. The hand was tilted down enough, brother.
It was below the shoulder.
No. You were doing a little Elon maneuver.
It was below the shoulder.
Can we get a ref check on this? No, you were
Anyway.
just doing the decree. What's the card called? Royal Decree. It's like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's a trap card.
You do know Yu-Gi-Oh. You're cheating.
I know it from the cartoon. Okay. I know the artwork on that card.
Imperial Order, I think you're thinking of?
Solemn Decree, maybe?
No, Null and Void. Null and Void, I think.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards have a great aesthetic. I know the aesthetics, okay?
Yeah, it's Null and Void you're thinking of, which is called Muko in Japanese. Very cool card.
Sure. No, I was thinking of Solemn Judgment. I remember this old guy.
Oh, yeah. Solemn Judgment's, that one's a banger.
That one's a banger? Okay. It's 77 cents for a first edition foil on TCG Player for the one I pulled up, so you know.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards have this thing called reprints that Magic doesn't always have.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, King.
Okay, speaking of Null and Void, this was not in my original list of cards to pick, but I'm going to pick it now for our Banger Bust games. So this is a game where I am going to name these cards. Liz is going to guess whether or not they... Maybe not guess is a mean term. Intuit whether or not these are...
Noodle my way through it.
Null and Void is a trap card.
Mm-hmm.
You can only activate this effect... You can only activate this card when an effective drawing card is activated. Both players see the cards drawn by this effect and send them all to the graveyard.
Ooh. Okay. So, stopping card draw, but it costs you a card, but you can like lay trap cards for later, right?
You lay trap cards at sorcery speed. They are activated anytime the turn after that, on your opponent's turn or your turn at instant speed.
So I do know that Pot of Greed is really strong.
Pot of Greed is strong enough to be not legal in any format ever.
Yeah. I want to say this card is strong because, and here's my reasoning before we get to it. I think the opportunity cost on putting trap cards in your deck is fairly low, as they're the only real interaction you get. This is interaction.
Asterisk, there is one category of spell card that can be activated at trap card speed. There are like spells that have... There are sorcery speed spells that have flash on them, called quick play spells.
This feels like this is like the spell pierce of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is sort of my vibe. It's like it's an interaction piece that's like not game breaking, but it's disruptive. To me, this feels like a Thoughtseize or like a spell pierce. So I'm gonna say banger.
This card is stinky. It is not good.
Okay.
You do not want to counter their card draw. You want to counter the summon.
Sure.
You can mostly let people go off in the early days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Until they are trying to put their big bungus into play, and this card does not stop you from putting their big bungus into play.
This actually is funny because I was just talking about the Carlos Ramao Psychotog PT the other day, where Carlos Ramao won every Psychotog mirror by never countering a card draw spell and only countering Psychotog. And no one else in the tournament knew how to do it, like knew to do that.
Yeah, same principle. This card also doesn't counter tutors, which are very prevalent.
Sure.
There's a lot of specifically targeted search effects of like, I'm going to play this guy, search my library for a named archetype card that is not drawing a card, therefore this card does not search for that, stop that card.
Sure.
All right. Looking at my list, I did pick a lot of trap cards.
Wow.
But I think I have...
Give me a monster too, bro.
Yeah, I've got a good
not
one.
Dual traps.
Next card is a monster as requested, a big bungus, if you will. This is a mouthful. Get ready. The super ancient deep sea king Coelacanth. This is a 7-star monster. So in Yu-Gi-Oh, stars normally denote power level or strength. You are going to have to make some number of sacrifices to bring this card into play. If you want to normal summon it, if you want to special summon it or cheat it into play, of course you can do that. You can just like discard it and monster reborn it or something like that. There are no summoning requirements beyond that. Normal summoning, typically pretty slow, but technically still was a thing in Edison format. There were decks that did normal summon things. So this card is a 2800 attack, 2200 defense fish, water attribute monster. Once per turn at sorcery speed, you can discard one card, special summon as many level 4 or lower fish monsters as possible from your deck. They cannot declare an attack. Their effects are negated. When a card or effect is activated that targets this card on the field, you can quick effect, which is like instant speed, tribute another fish monster, negate that card, and destroy that card. So sorcery speed, you discard a card. You have a maximum of 5 units on the board, so you can fill your other zones with fish, with smaller fish. Level 4 or lowers are like a regular normal summon, like kind of like a 2/2 or a 3/3 size power level. And then you have your little minions. They cannot attack. Their effects are negated. And if something is targeting the king, you can sack a fish to stop it.
So to me, this card reads like, I'm going to use magic terms if I can. It's like a 5 mana 3/3 ETB.
It's like a 7 mana. It's like a 7 mana 3/3.
Oh, it's like a 7 mana 3/3.
7 stars is hefty. It's
Sure.
a late game big boy.
7 mana 3/3 make 6 Eldrazi spawns kind of equivalent. Like I feel like this thing is fuel for your other sacrifice, your other tribute guys. And the fact that you can't kill it is kind of cool. So like I feel like it's like a setup card for like a combo deck maybe, or maybe it's like this is like your Elvish Piper almost, because like you pay a big slow cost to get it down, and it makes every other big idiot bungus you play effectively free. So I'm gonna say this one's a banger also. And I'm probably gonna be wrong because bunguses are always bad.
You were right up until you said it was good. Everything you said is correct. This card is the linchpin of a janky combo deck that is not a good deck. But it plays the exact role you described. There's a field spell that is like a enchantment basically that says like you can pay life points instead of tributes for normal summons. So you pay like 25% of your life total to slam this guy on the board. You discard the one card at sorcery speed, you fill your board. There is an extra deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's like your fusions or your other colored cards. Like if you see like blue Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards or purple Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards or white Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, that is where those come from. They're like your companion zone that you have access to 15 of them at any point throughout the game. It says they can't attack and their effects are negated, but they can be used, like you said, to tribute or fuse together or make other big bunguses. There is a chain of synchros where you basically get like an A plus B thing, where you like make two guys, discard a card to bring back one of the fish, make two guys, and this guy is effectively kind of a one card combo to make a even bigger, gigantic 10-star dragon. Not good, but
This sounds busted to me personally. It's a fish combo.
you-
I order a sashimi combo at the restaurant all the time, bro. This seems like a
Oh.
banger to me.
we're talking sushi, are we? Hang on. Are you aware of Liz? Are you
Sushi,
baiting me
it's
right
like-
now? Yeah.
No, you're not a fish. Of course I wouldn't bait you. I wouldn't pass my rod
Are
out
you
into the water
aware
and
of
bait.
the Gunkin Sunship or Suship Battleship Sushis?
Oh, that looks really tasty.
Did you
That's
know
just
these
a-
existed?
No. Gunkan Sushi Shari, you can special summon this from your hand. You could am I banger or busting with these?
No, these just exist, and now you need to know about them because you said
Ooh, the eel one does not look tasty. The uni one that's some good looking uni. There's a crane loading the uni. This is the biggest uni roll I've ever seen in my life.
they are sushi battleships.
Wait, the seaside supper spot? I love this card.
Yeah, it's a whole harbor.
It's a conveyor belt sushi restaurant, but it's boat themed. Oh my god, that's $1 billion idea. It's like a little river with the sushi on it. It's like a conveyor belt, bro. That's
I haven't
that's
shown
not
you
a
the
play
masterpiece of design. That is the daily special. YouTube enjoyers are thrilled at this.
whimsical. Yeah, if you are
So-
not on YouTube watching this podcast, get
So the gimmick of the daily special, if you read it, like just read this card. It's so thematic.
when you activate
Reveal
this card,
thr-
you can also reveal 1 Gunkan Suship Shari in your hand. Reveal 3 Gunkan monsters from your deck. Your opponent chooses one of them for you to add to your hand. So it's you intuition. Also
Yeah.
shuffle the rest into your deck. If you revealed Gunkan Suship Shari in your hand at activation, you can also choose the card to add to your hand.
Instead of
Instead
your
of choosing
opponent.
instead of your opponent choosing. Okay. This card's in your graveyard. Except the turn it was sent there, you can banish this card, then target 3 Gunkan monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them into your deck, and then draw 1 card. This card's insane. It's an engine.
So I don't know. I don't believe the Gunkin deck is good, but it's beyond my time. I have a friend that played it for a while. I think it's a meme, but I am so glad that you stumbled upon to the
I googled
perfect.
I googled is Gunkan Suship a good deck, and the top response on Reddit was, "God no, you'll get thrash." The next comment is,
Reddit?
"No, why would you think that?"
Reddit can't be an authority on this.
But it
We
was
can't be
funny.
listening to the internet about fine dining.
Oh,
Absolutely
Dude.
not.
I want sushi now. I'm getting all you can eat sushi on Friday, the same day this podcast is going to drop.
Absolutely lovely. There's a new
Uh-huh.
sushi restaurant in town we need to try. Anyway, back to Banger or Bust. We have 3 more Yu-Gi-Oh cards to evaluate. Liz needs to redeem herself. Let's look at a familiar one. This is not a lot of text. Gunkin cards have all the text. This one's very simple. Trap Dust Shoot. It is a trap card. You can activate this card only when your opponent has 4 or more cards in their hand. Look at their hand, select a monster card, throw it back in their deck, and shuffle their deck.
This has to be good. This is Thoughtseize. This is, and you said the monsters are like all the important combo pieces. This punishes card draw in a similar way to. Null and
I
Void, but it
will
actually
add a
takes
little
the
bit more
card.
context. You start Yu-Gi-Oh games with 5 cards in your hand. Your maximum hand size is 6. And you, in this era of Yu-Gi-Oh, you did draw to start your first turn. Nowadays, if you go first, you don't get to draw. But in this era of Yu-Gi-Oh, if you went first, you did draw for your turn. And so, like, both players do get to draw on their first turn.
Let's say I'm going first and I play this as my face down trap card and I pass the turn. Can I do this on my opponent's upkeep?
Yes.
Oh, this card's a banger. Banger times 10. This card's gotta
You
be
also
good.
you also draw before your upkeep. So it's draw step, then standby phase. So they draw and then you dust shoot them.
This card might be banned. It's so good.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It's.
If I just say they're all good, I'll be right eventually. I think
I
I
was
just am
hoping that you
optimistic.
would outthink yourself here. No, Trap Dust Shoot was limited to 1 for copy for a very long time. Yu-Gi-Oh has a forbidden list, a limited list, and a semi-limited list. A playset is 3. So I was hoping that you can't thought seize them when they're like below 4. I was hoping that might like poison the well a little bit in your mind. But you know what you can do? You can double tech edge them. If they have 4 cards, you can activate both Dutch shoots and ruin their day.
Oh, that's so cool. Yu-Gi-Oh's gas, maybe?
So this card was restricted to 1. You were another thing that does also add context. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have mulligans.
Oh.
You can just brick and then brick harder when they thought seize you.
Yeah, no. Also the fact that like the key resource to playing your big stuff is sacrificing monsters, and this is kind of like if blackmail worked after they drew their card for turn. You can just like take the lands out of their hand, sort of, right?
Not blackmail, but yes, blackmails. They reveal 3.
What's the one I'm thinking of where you can take non-basic
Encroach is a
lands from
non-basic land. Encroach is non-basic land.
I'm thinking of Encroach.
But
Yeah,
yes,
strong.
it's also a common. And it's like a $6. It's like a $6 common in Edison, or at least it used to be. It's because it was very good, so it never got reprinted. Like it was very good,
Sure.
limited to 1, and then they're like, we don't need to make more of these. And now there's a retro format where like you have your seething song. Like it's problematic. As a vendor with extensive inventory, I was very annoyed when I learned I had to pay $5 for my trap dust shoots. And I was like, I need 1 for every deck. Like, I'm building the battle box, so it's just like,
right.
How fucking dare they not reprint my $5 uncommon while I have like a stack of seething songs this big? Like, anyway, card number 3. JJ can put the score on the screen. Card number 3. This one, the artwork might befuddle you. Or you'll think it's really sick. You'll probably think it's really sick. We are, so this is card number 4 out of 5, which means we're reaching the beginning of the end of our game.
Ooh, that's some cool artwork.
The beginning of the end is a normal spell card, which means it's just like a sorcery. It's a regular sorcery. If you have 7 or more dark monsters in your graveyard, banish 5 of them to draw 3 cards. Banish is exile. Dark is one of 6 attributes. So there's like 24 creature types in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or 26 maybe, something like that. There's probably more now. But there are only 6 attributes. So attributes, the thing at the top right of the card, like a super ancient deep sea king Coelacanth is a water monster. There's wind, water, fire, earth, dark, light. So you have to play a heavy dark deck for this card. If you have 7 or more dark monsters in your graveyard, your deck size is 40, and you have a max 3 copies per card.
So it's 40 card deck, 7 dark monsters. That's so many. This has to be. This is like Treasure Cruise exactly. If you're playing Dredge, Kindred, you know, like you have to be playing like Typal.
Yep.
Also probably self-milling. The upside, drawing 3 cards is quite strong, but I'm gonna say this is a bust because 7 dark monsters is just so many. Like there can't be to play this. You have to play like 29 dark monsters in your deck, and or be playing to flip over half your deck early. So like I'm gonna say this one's a bust officially. It's good.
No, you're right.
Oh, okay.
I think this card could have been good. It is from a set called Phantom Darkness that is basically Torment. Like the set was just dark and evil themed. They made a lot of dark and evil retrains of existing cards that were previously like okay or whatever. And so the set is very, very, very darkness themed, which the dark threshold is not hard to reach, but there's like 10 dark themed cards that were better than this.
Okay.
The most notable was Dark Armed Dragon, which is Dark Armed Dragon is a similar size beat stick to the Coelacanth King.
Mm-hmm.
It requires exactly 3 dark monsters in your graveyard to play it for free. And then it has immediate triple Vindicate attached, usually with more.
What?
And it's not once per turn, it's not anything, and you can play more than 1. They limited him to 1/2 very quickly. There was a format that was kind of like Eldrazi Winterish called Telly Dad. Dad is Dark Armed Dragon, and it was not an okay format, and that was the format I was birthed into when I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively, was the Teledad format with $400 Dark Arm Dragons. Thank you, Mom, for driving me to the Phantom Darkness pre-release so I could collect Lone Fire Blossoms.
That's so awesome.
All right, 2 for 2. One more card. One more Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. We've seen orange-ish cards. I guess you'd call like Effect Monsters orange. We've seen green cards that are spell cards. We've seen purple cards that are trap cards. I'm going to show you a white card. This is an example of the extra deck, the sort of companion 15-card zone that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has. It used to be called the Fusion deck for you Yu-Gi boomers out there who switched to Magic. And we're going to show you Blackwing Armor Master. This is a 7-star synchro, so the way synchros work is you need a tuner and a non-tuner with A plus B immediate sorcery speed fusion action. Both cards are sent to the graveyard. Tuner is just like a note on a card. Like some cards are just tuners. They're usually lower level, like somewhere between 1 and 3. And you need to add the stars together correctly to bring out your guy. So you need 1 Blackwing tuner, which is an archetypal tuner, 1 or more non-tuner monsters, so anything else, but you can use like a 3-star Blackwing and then 2 2-stars, or like a 3 and a 4. Send them to the graveyard, sorcery speed, you get your big guy. Blackwing Armor Master is 2,500 attack, 1,500 defense. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. You take no battle damage from battles involving this card. So, like, if it fights like a Blue Eyes White Dragon, it lives and nothing happens and you survive. If this card attacks a monster, you can place a wedge counter on that monster at the end of the damage step. You can remove all wedge counters from your opponent's monsters at sorcery speed. This is not instant speed. To reduce the attack and defense of each monster that had a wedge counter on it to 0. So if it fights something, the next fight it will probably win.
Okay. Well, so you have to A plus B combo to get this. And then it's like
synchroing is not super difficult in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like,
sure.
Most decks played synchros played somewhere between like probably like 2 good tuners. You have 6 of your 40 cards, or like a 3 of good tuner.
So like one of the thoughts that I have on this is, you said it's like an extra deck card. So the opportunity cost of having this available to you is really low. And if you're ever in like a combat relevant matchup, it's possible you're doing like other tuner synchro stuff, and like you grab this one sometimes, like it's part of like a toolbox maybe. It's only good if you're doing combat stuff and you have to get into combat twice. So my first thought is like, it's very, very specific, but it's sort of like a sideboard card in a weird sense, because it's you don't have to bring it out every time. I'm gonna say
it is I will say it's a boss monster for the archetype.
This
So
is
it
like
says
the
it needs
best thing the archetype's doing.
It needs a Blackwing specific tuner, which means like Blackwing is like they're like a tribe of winged beasts. Like they're all bird guys. Like you need your deck is going to be some number of Blackwings to play this.
I think this card is like a light banger, like a 6.5. That's my
Is that banger?
stance.
It's not 6.5 or bust, Liz. It's banger or bust.
It's banger, but like I don't think this card is like insane. I'm saying banger.
I'm not picking slight bangers for this game. I'm picking Thoughtseize or Dumb Fish Idiot. Like,
If that's the case, then I'll say it's a bust. I know you're tricking me right now by saying this.
this card's really good. Or it was really good.
Okay. I didn't try and deceive you when we played. I might have. Don't check the tape.
You picked a card that I called a bust. You said, actually, there's a card from the new set, and they're like pre-banning it or whatever. Like,
a card getting pre-banned is like that's real. Okay. Get in the comments. Tell DJ he's wrong. If you think I'm wrong, don't get in the comments.
don't get in the comments. Blackwing Armor Master. Combat damage was very, very important during this era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Removal spells did exist, and this card would demand it immediately. But, like, Blackwings as an archetype, like, most decks that wanted to play Synchros were pretty good at making them. Like, this is a card you would see reasonably often on turn 1. You can make a couple of them throughout the game. And if you don't have the removal spell, it just kills you. It just kills you. The wedge counter stuff is a little not super relevant, but like not being destroyed by battle damage and taking no battle damage, like Very, very powerful. Like I think this is one of the first cards to have both of those lines of text on it ever.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't kill your Blue Eyes White Dragon immediately, but if you don't draw the removal spell, it will keep punching through while you continue to make more busted synchros. And it's just a problem. I don't think it ever got limited to 1. It might have been at 1 at one point. The tuner that made this most usually was like one of the most broken tuners to ever play the game. His name is Gale the Whirlwind. He is, I don't know if it was an errata or not, but Gale the Whirlwind said once per turn, have something on your opponent's board stats, not until the end of the turn.
Oh. One
of the only Yu-Gi-Oh cards to ever just leave out until end of turn on it, and that just was the way the card worked.
That's insane.
So you'd usually synchro with Gale, have their thing, then make Armor Master, then start killing things. Blackwing Armor Master, very good card. It's my pick of the week, actually. This is the end of the podcast. Goodbye. No, I'm
get your Blackwing Armor Masters.
Liz, 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 5. Corbin, I think, did 3 out of 5 or 4. Corbin did surprisingly well. Broken Clock, right, twice a day. He died as he lived. And I got last place. I guessed not very many Riftbound cards, which is why I spent like $5,000+ in Riftbound cards this past weekend. I'm going to study the blade, become a Riftbounder, and return back to this game even stronger a few weeks from now. We'll revisit this game. This game's a lot of fun. I like this game.
Do you know Pokemon cards at all, DJ?
No, I do not.
Next week, I'll queue up 5 Pokemon cards for you.
Tell us in the comments if you like this game. Even if you don't, we're probably still going to play it because we like it a lot. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is great. This is what my post-show brain has the energy for, and if you don't like it, if you're on YouTube, you saw me do a sick fisticuffs motion.
YouTube enjoyers are eating well this weekend.
It's called physical comedy. Look it up. And you know what else is physically funny? How good my breaking bulk is.
Breaking bulk time.
This is a game all of our listeners can enjoy. This is a salsa at the table everyone can thrive on.
The salsa that everyone can enjoy at the table is queso, and you're going to say when people are vegan or lactose intolerant, they'd enjoy it if they ate it. They just won't.
You can enjoy something and still regret it later.
I know that's right. I have a Marvel Superheroes.
Oh, I can see
red uncommon.
Well, God damn it. Corbin's not here to be the buffer to pretend to know this for 30 seconds. We're supposed to make content that lasts longer than 30 seconds with this game. You just, like, went 2 and 3 and just chose violence with fucking... I'm gonna S:M CH. What's the set code?
MSH.
I'm gonna put the ampersand in there and use our band sponsorship thing. R:U C:C for red. Oh, I gotta put the ampersand at the end. I'm kind of doing an MTG band sponsorship while being begrudgingly mad. Oh no, or C:R. There we go. There we go. I cheated at the game. It's Hex Magic. I did it.
I know that's right.
I learned about this card over the weekend because a CEDH player told me it existed, and I was like, wow, that's an uncommon, huh? Hex Magic is a 2 generic, 1 red sorcery. Wait, this is arcane? What?
You can splice your Desperate Ritual onto it in Modern.
What? Okay.
It's lore thematic. That's why they made it arcane. Is because she uses hex magic or arcane magic or something. I don't know.
Exile all the cards from your hand, then draw that many cards until the end of your next turn. You may play the cards exiled this way. This being uncommon is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. TCG low's $1. Card Kingdom will pay you $1.40.
Get them while they're good.
They're going to be good for a while, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, what a card. Arcane. I also have a red uncommon, but mine is from Shadowmoor, and it's a creature.
Mono red uncommon from Shadowmoor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess it's some sort of goblin, perhaps. Or maybe it's an elemental, or maybe it's a Rage Forger's Morning Tide, right?
Correct. Rage Forger is from Morningtide.
Shadowmoor. Maybe it's a giant. It's not Ingot Chewer, that's a common from Lorwyn. I'm picturing the set symbol and I'm getting nothing. Truly getting nothing. I'm thinking of like Morsel Hoarder for some reason, but that card's gold and also the wrong rarity.
You're at least in the same decade, unlike Corbin would be.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm getting the right block for the most part.
Yeah.
Is this cost red, and 3, and it's like a giant with his foot up in the air?
No.
I'm just envisioning cards from the block in my mind's eye and missing. This the Bannerets were uncommons, right?
The Bannerets were uncommons. I think they're all from Morningtide, but I could be wrong about that.
Yeah.
Or no, they're common. They are common because they have Reinforce, or the red one has Reinforce.
You're right. I am going to guess that this is like...
It's part of a cycle, but that doesn't narrow it down.
Oh, it's part of a cycle. Okay, so it's a red uncommon creature.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna guess it has something to do with its secondary color, like it's mono red, so it's not like Duragar Hedge Mage.
It is mono red. It's not hybrid nonsense.
Yeah, I'm cooked. I yield.
Bloodmark Mentor. There is a cycle of mentors that give monocolor creatures you control, or not mono, but it's like red creatures you control, blue creatures you control. The red one is a 2-mana 1/1 Goblin Warrior. Red creatures you control have first strike.
Yeah. That's
it. That's all it says, but that's a powerful ability, and they just released a Goblin Secret Lair deck, and it's a guy. Like, it's a guy that gives all your red creatures first strike, and Card King will pay you $1.30, TCG low is $1.25.
You know, that card, DJ, is, in the words of Hikaru Utada, that card's design is simple and clean. You know what else is a simple and clean design? Sponsor this podcast, mtgband.com, with their new website redesign. mtgband.com is your home for all Magic the Gathering finance information, spreadsheet needs, finance community, and also, through their higher subscription tiers, you can get access to tools for vendors, the newspaper, etc., etc. There's so many things on mtgband.com that I use it every single day, and I can't remember them all on the spot. You can use code 50BSB for 50% off your first month subscription. Between that, the free 2-week trial, and the free 10% off your first month that comes with your first month subscription, it's basically free. You can't afford not to subscribe to mtgband.com, sponsor of Brainstorm Brewery, using code 50BSB.
I just found a new tool that they posted called Ocean Gap. It is a beta. It's in beta right now, so it's still being tested. It has a bunch of versus categories for 2 different marketplaces, and it compares, it finds the biggest deltas between 2 marketplaces. So it's like, if you want to check if something's way, way higher on TCG Low versus MKM, or Star City versus MKM, Mana Pool versus MKM, TCG Low versus Card Kingdom, things like that. It'll show you, oh, this card's really expensive on this website and not so much expensive on this other website. So I have not used that yet, but I'm going to tinker with it a little bit today.
That's one of the things about Ban, is they're always creating and trying out new things. They are listening to the community for active feedback. They're it's tools for vendors by vendors. And, you know, if you're the layman who just wants to make a little money flipping cards or subsidizing your collection, you have industrial power level tools for your day-to-day needs. Legitimately, it's gas.
I paid for this website for like 3 years before I had the genius idea to ask for a member. Like, I was like, wait, can I just get my membership if I pitch them? Like, I pitch them all the time normally, and then yeah.
Right.
Whew.
Vending is hard work, DJ, and the listeners at home, they know that. They know and they love and respect us, and we have the adoration of our unwashed masses, but man, it is tiring work. Those days are long.
I had a couple staff members who were doing their first show ever or their first show in like 4 or 5 years, and they were feeling it by the end of the first couple days. And it is hard, it is long work, but it's something we love. I spent this whole past weekend just being like, I am in my element. I am the best at what I do. I am just thriving right now, and it was a lot of fun.
When you're in the hall and you're doing the thing, you don't feel it at all. It's like once you get home and you sit down for the first time, you're just like, oh yeah, I did that for 72 hours straight. My body hurts. And you just,
I'm not at the pain point. I'm not at the pain point. I'm at the exhaustion point.
See, that's the difference between you and I, DJ. I'm always in pain. Without jowing my bones.
What's the coolest thing you bought this weekend?
I bought a chippy signed Grim Monolith.
Ooh, you did get it.
I did get it. The signature looks a little funky, but we got it authenticated by someone who like is an expert, and I got a good guarantee from a reputable source. We have provenance and all that. But it's red ink signature chippy Grim Monolith, which is like, I don't know, you put that in like a red EDH deck, and that's where it belongs. Like that's the red Grim Monolith now.
What condition is it?
It's like LP, MP.
If it was HP, I would offer to swap you 1 for 1. I have one in Gonti, and mine's Black Sig.
Sure. I feel like Black Sig should go in Gonti.
Oh sure, yeah.
Right, like I'm gonna. But
it's also the home for lost souls. Like I don't know if a red signature counts as being more beat or whatever. Like it's. If
Stop
it was
trying
bad,
to poach my cool red signature, DJ. It's going in my slow bad Goblin Tinkerer deck. First of all.
Absolutely it should. I got a set of borderless poster foil Lord of the Rings cards. That was very cool.
It's really weird where like I feel like I never see those until I see a ton of them all at once, and I think it usually coincides with the price on them meaningfully moving. Like every time they've had a little price bump, I see a ton of them, and I just don't see them again until the bump happens.
Yep, I slowly sold out of them as they were creeping up over the past few months, and it's like, oh, now I'm out of these. Oh, nope, here's a set.
Yep.
Okay, I have them all again.
I think that says something about them that I'm not awake enough to know what it is, but stay tuned for future episodes of Brainstorm Brewery when I have my brainstorm moment.
I just need my brain back at all after this weekend. I think the real beater is the 6-hour drive on Sunday. That's always real rough.
Yeah, I could never. I mean, I have, but like I don't want to.
I'm doing 8 hours in Columbus 2 weeks from now.
To our listeners at home, if you are watching on YouTube or listening and you feel sorry for us poor battered souls, you should consider going to patreon.com/BSB, where for as little as $1 or $1.15 episode, you too can feed and clothe the DJ Dougie Johnson.
JJ, how many seconds of In the Arms of an Angel can we get away with?
The maximum legal amount we want to play.
Yeah, just
multiple
Wait, can we play like the maximum legal amount of each different song and just like hard cut between like sad sounding copyrighted songs? Sure. Like
Can we get a Creed song in there too? I feel like with Arms Wide Open would fit for DJ.
Yeah, 100%.
Multiple of my locals came up and were like talking about the podcast, and they referred to you as DJ Dougie Johnson.
God damn it!
Which is awesome.
No, Friday. God damn it! Friday. I think this was you that not started this, but first told me. Somebody like sat down to sell me something. I don't remember. They're like, "Has anyone ever told you look like Shane from Smosh?"
I didn't like try and start that, but I did. I think I said that one time.
You said that one time years ago, and it just had the Vietnam flashbacks immediately. Just like, this is how I'm starting my weekend. Great. Cool.
Honestly, dude, DJ, has anyone ever told you look a lot like Shane from Smosh? You even have the same build as him.
like my buyer like immediately came up behind me. Who I met my buyer for the first time this weekend. That's kind of how crazy this industry is. Like I got him on a recommendation for a friend, and just like, oh yeah, I'll trust this person with my entire inventory. Sure, why not? But like, yeah, he like came up behind me. He's like, yeah, you do kind of look like a buff Shane from Smosh, DJ. And I was like, what am I? God damn it.
The thing about Shane from Smosh is he looks like if Ryan Reynolds is way more approachable. It's a compliment.
I know it's a compliment.
I chatted with somebody who used to be a big fan of the cast, like was listening back in like the Ryan and Marcel days.
Sure.
And found out that I was on the cast and was like, oh my God, really? Like, I feel like I've known you for years. I didn't know you were on Brainstorm Brewery. So we got an old new listener.
Oh, I love that.
I just realized who Shane looks like. Shane looks like if Ryan Reynolds and Dax Shepard fused into one guy.
Wait, who's the second one?
Dax Shepard.
I thought those were the same guy. I googled Dax Shepard and made sure that I didn't already just like accidentally fail my search for like.
No, Dax Shepard is like if Shane from Smosh was conservative coded. And you're like if Shane from Smosh was polyamorous.
I might be putting that on my dating profile.
Honestly, the number of people who have something I've said about them on their dating profile is actually pretty large.
That's a green flag.
I'm just observational. I love doing a comedy podcast and not a Magic the Gathering finance podcast. We're so good at the comedy podcast.
I think this is the part where we have to do our picks of the week, though.
Pick of the week, pick of the week, pick of the week. Time for the pick of the week.
I agree.
Because Corbin isn't here and doesn't know how to drive the bus because he drove the bus of his butthole into the toilet too much and pulled a Lindsey Graham.
I know that's right. My pick of the week this week is it's coming back to you from the graveyard, just like Corbin Hostler will be when he comes back from the dead next week, or maybe the week
he's
after.
not even back next week. That's the bad part. He's in Amsterdam for 2 weeks.
Well, his return will be legendary, much like that of YuGiOh's Vengeance.
Ooh, yeah, I sold some of these this weekend.
Card is a modern staple at this point. One of the, I'll say, the highest agency modern decks plays it as a 4 of. Its only printings are the Duskmorn like TV bundles, Betrayers of Kamigawa,
and Ultimate Masters.
It's like $10 for the bad version, the bundle version, like $20 for Betrayers of Kamigawa. Honestly, if this card does well at the PT, it's $50 again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Ultimate Masters, I feel like every episode of Brainstorm Brewery now has me screaming into the void about how old something was, which might be getting old as a bit, but like Ultimate Masters was 8 years ago, guys.
8 years ago.
2018.
Yeah. Wow, we are old, DJ.
Mm-hmm. I like YuGiOh's Vengeance. That's a good pick. They turns out they're not going to stop making new legendary creatures.
Shocker.
Both big and small. My pick of the week is not Riftbound Pilled. We both thought about making our picks of the week just Riftbound the game. We're not going to do that. We talked a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh. We're not going to talk more Riftbound. My pick of the week is Disrupting Shoal.
We both picked arcane cards.
Wait, is Disrupting Shoal arcane too?
I think so. Aren't all the Shoals arcane?
Yeah, they are. I have one I have a playset of signed foil ones on my desk right now.
Oh, that's
Look at
sick.
those, the Betrayers signed foils.
That's sick. This is a very arcane heavy episode.
Yeah, it is.
Just like in League of Legends, when you have the hit series League of Legends X Arcane.
Man, season 2 of that show was something.
I've never seen it.
It existed.
But I have sold a lot of arcane Riftbound cards. Anyways, back to Disrupting Shoal.
Disrupting Shoal is a upcoming, maybe not upcoming, but like it's a linchpin of the CEDH meta now. The format has evolved to be fast enough that you just want every free counter spell you can get your hands on. Disrupting Shoal does the thing. You're not winning on card advantage in this format. You're winning on making sure your opponent's combo piece is stopped. You can trap dust shoot it. You can make sure they don't go off on that turn. And Disrupting Shoal is like $10-ish. And Betrayer's foils, turns out, I was pricing them this weekend, impossible to find. Like, somebody asked me how much I wanted on the signed foil one. I went to TCG, and turns out they just don't exist.
Nope.
Like, you get to make up your own number.
Yeah, I looked this up. There's a sale of a foil copy in June for $300 for an HP foil.
Yep. My pick of the week is non-foils. I think the card, like, Shoals also just, like, are good in Modern, like, historically. Yeah. They're free spells. Free spells are needed in Modern. You're playing more high mana spells because your other spells also cost free. Like, you can afford to pitch a 5 to counter a 5 because your 5 is actually a 0, like, subtlety stuff.
Enough of the time a random free spell becomes super broken in Modern that just, like, owning 4 of each of them if you're a Modern player is probably good in the long run.
Yeah.
Like, I think the entire cycle from Cold Snap has been playable except for Sunscour, and I think Sunscour has seen play.
Ooh, hang on. Sunscour, Allosaurus
Rider, yeah.
Soulspike,
Fury
Fury of the Horde, and Commandeer. Yeah.
4 out of 5.
Is Soulscour non-token or non-white?
I think it's non-white. We're checking. Is it one word? It is one word. Also, Soulscour is not the card. That's the Darksteel Destroy all non-artifact permanents. I'm thinking of
Sunscour. We're so good at this.
Wow. I don't know what I hit on my keyboard to open Google AI, but I don't like that happen. It's to destroy all creatures.
Ooh.
Yeah, straight up.
Maybe in the future when the board is flooded with things on turn 1 or 2 or whatever, like, this is your go-to Wrath to solve that problem.
Yeah.
How expensive is Sunscour? Maybe this is my new pick of the week.
Non-foils are like... HPs are like $3 after you pay shipping.
Get your Sunscours too.
Yeah. Speaking of free spells in Modern, I actually was looking earlier. I was like, I wonder if Force of Despair is worth anything, because it's been seeing play in Legacy to kill Fantastic Car tokens. And Force of Despair is like $8.
Yeah, I was pricing the fancy purple ones for the show.
Mm-hmm. Card didn't get a proper reprint in Modern Horizons 2 like all the other Forces did.
No, it just got the purple one. The supply is a little lower than everything else.
And it got a secret layer with Squidward on it.
Yeah, it did.
I think that's a podcast, DJ. What do you think, Ghost of Corbin Hostler? Yeah, guys, that was a great podcast.
Rest in peace. Rest in pepperonis. Rest in piles. He did die of piles, I think.
I think piles is what they could call it formally, yeah.
We talked YuGiOh, we talked Riftbound, we talked Magic, we talked other things that are going to be after hours, probably.
We threatened to talk about Pokemon next week. We covered it all. And,
we did. Thanks for everyone for listening. This has been Brainstorm Brewery.
I forgot to record the whole thing.